We're continuing to track how our local communities are grappling with food insecurity as food banks face unprecedented demand. Several Oregon leaders are now urging everyone to do what they can to help their friends and neighbors. Thanks for joining us for Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Samantha Cadera.
And I'm Oscar Rodriguez. The Salvation Army Food Bank in Medford is bracing for an even bigger rush as SNAP benefits take effect tomorrow. Staff says growing demand is already stretching their supplies to the limit. In Medford, the Salvation Army Food Bank has people lining up outside the doors hours before opening, like Margarita and her husband, as they were the first ones in line as they arrived at 5:30 in the morning. She's on food stamps and gets food for two families, her own and her daughter's. The food bank was an extra resource she can rely on, but now with her SNAP benefits soon being cut, it will be her only one.
Now it's more like, how do you say, it's a rescue, it's more than, not just like, before it was a help, but now it's like, it's our only resource right now.
Not just her, but several other people don't know what else they can expect as the government shutdown continues.
That shutdown is crazy. You don't know what to expect. And people still got to eat. And like I said, I'm retired, but the bills haven't retired.
Felisa Sutton, social service program manager, says she's nervous that their supplies will soon run out, since it's growing more difficult to keep food stocked.
It's overwhelming, but you just take one client at a time.
Especially how they will manage to keep up with the growing demand, which has risen by 51%.
Just roll with it. We don't know exactly how this is gonna play out, and hopefully I'm praying that the government will decide something so that these people can get some help. So all of us can get some help.
As SNAP benefits will be cut starting tomorrow, staff and visitors expect the line will grow even longer.
I think it's gonna be growing more, but I mean, so far we still have a little bit of hope, It's a light at the end of the tunnel, at least it's something.
With November's SNAP benefits set to lapse due to the government shutdown, many senators across the country are speaking out and finding ways to help communities in their area. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden spoke with Newswatch 12 about his views on the recent changes to SNAP benefits, sharing how these adjustments are impacting families and individuals across Oregon.
First of all, this didn't have to happen. The Republicans identified, in fact, specific funds that could have made this assistance available. I can't think of a bigger disaster than having hungry, low-income kids in Oregon, and hungry seniors and disabled folks.
Earlier this week, Wyden and several other senators said in a news release that they are urging the Trump administration to release November SNAP benefits. An estimated 757,000 people are at risk of losing benefits. Governor Tina Kotek has declared a food emergency as Oregon faces the expiration of SNAP benefits for hundreds of thousands of people. The governor says Oregon won't wait on Washington, D.C. to reopen the government while Oregon food banks face growing demand. Under a new executive order, Kotek declared a 60-day food security emergency directing $5 million to Oregon food banks. The money will help supply food while SNAP benefits remain frozen.
But some say the response came too late. State Senator Christine Drazen says Kotek should have acted sooner as notices of SNAP benefit reductions were first mailed out October 15th. Both Drazen and Kotek have urged all Oregonians to do what they can to assist friends and neighbors.
And with the special election right around the corner, we're tracking measures on this year's ballot. Rogue River residents will be voting on Measure 15239, which is a 5-year local option tax for general fire safety operations for Jackson County Fire District 1. If the levy is approved, it will be implemented an 80 cents per $1,000 of dollars assessed value levy starting in July of 2026. The new levy would replace the current levy of 50 cents, which is set to expire on June 30th of 2026. The new levy would maintain current services and fund equipment replacements. Without it, Fire District 1 says service reductions would occur, leading to the longer response times.
And in a developing story, all southbound lanes of I-5 closed near Gold Hill around 8:45 this morning, impacting traffic for several hours. Jackson County Sheriff's Office says the closure was due to heavy police presence in the area. Oregon Department of Transportation reported a medical emergency near milepost 42, saying the closure could be long-term. We've reached out to Jackson County Sheriff's Office for more information, but we're told no further details are available to an ongoing investigation.
The Curry County Sheriff's Office is sharing several key updates to the Curry County Jail, including new bunk beds, a basic live detection radar system, and new staff members. The Curry County Jail has been critically understaffed for the last year, pulling patrol deputies to cover shifts in the jail. The new improvements and new staffing will allow patrol deputies to return to community patrols. Additional upgrades aim to improve safety and operations using the jail's new mission statement, which was established in January. A closer look at the upgrades can be found on our website. And as we approach the holiday season, we're working to fill an entire semi-truck with groceries to support local food banks and families in need.
To kick off our annual Stuff the Truck campaign, our Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman is live at Ray's Food Place in Central Point. Matt, how can people get involved in this year's campaign?
Hey, Sam and Oscar. Yeah, it's super easy. You come to a Ray's Food Place in Southern Oregon, and all you have to do is purchase one of these bags stocked full with food, only $25, and all of that gets donated and helps families in need locally. It'll stay in our community, and we're hoping to stuff the truck, hopefully filling up over 6,000 bags into a truck for the holiday season. So it's super easy. Again, just come to one of the local Rays, you grab one of these bags, head to the checkout, and that's all you need to do. And you're making a big difference for local families in need as we head into the holiday season. Now, we also want to talk about the forecast. We got Halloween, the first in a series of holidays in the months ahead. Let's take a look at current conditions right now. It's been a very cloudy day throughout Southern Oregon and Northern California, but the back edge of those clouds starting to roll into the Medford area. We're seeing a bit more sunshine here in Central Point, and that is going to continue as we head into tonight and this evening. Notice the back edge of the clouds. They've rolled through Curry County as well as much of Josephine County now, and we'll see decrease in clouds further inland as well. Temperatures, because of the clouds, quite cool today. We're only at 57 degrees in Grants Pass, Medford, and Montague. It's 54 in Brookings, 51 degrees in Klamath Falls. Winds are fairly light across the region. Tonight it will be chilly. We'll drop down into the lower 40s in the Rogue Valley, down to the 30s in Siskiyou County, 34 in Wairika, and down to 29 degrees in Klamath Falls. Some more areas of fog will be possible in our west side valleys. We woke up to some pretty foggy conditions this morning in the Rogue Valley. Tomorrow on your Halloween, a chilly start, some valley fog, especially for the west side valleys, and then we'll just see some passing clouds, partly cloudy, bit mostly cloudy though for the coast, and then temperatures will be a little bit milder. We should see some more sunshine than what we saw today mixed with the clouds. Here's a look at those highs tomorrow, up to 65 in Medford and Wairika, 60 in Klamath Falls, and up to about 61 degrees in Brookings. Coming up in a bit, we'll take a look at the forecast for tomorrow evening for trick-or-treating, as well of course, the Black and Blue Bowl. We got the last week of high school football for the regular season, so we'll take a look at the forecast for the game between North and South Medford, and of course, your weekend forecast all coming up in just a bit. But for now, Sam and Oscar, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Matt. With Halloween less than 24 hours away, many people are making plans to celebrate, and officials are asking people to practice safe driving and not get behind the wheel intoxicated.
And Newswatch 12 Grace Ritz got the chance to do a ride-along with a deputy and learn more about how they're preparing for a possible DUI this holiday season.
This Halloween, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office is asking the community to keep the scares on the streets and not on the road. And if you are going to be enjoying any spirits, do not get behind the wheel.
We get a lot of DUIs in Halloween. Everybody's out, obviously, doing their whether it's trick-or-treating or family events.
To make sure everyone stays safe during the holiday season, deputies and officers like Deputy Vale keep their eyes open for impaired drivers.
We do notice an increase of impaired drivers, but we try to get them off the road before something bad happens.
I was able to catch a ride with Deputy Vale for the night to learn more about how officers spot impaired drivers, and I even got to watch some field sobriety tests.
If we're out on patrol and we see somebody weaving in their lane or running a stop sign, we're just out there looking for those things, and we don't have to make the call. We can just stop those cars and make sure they're not impaired.
No matter the holiday or time of year, the consequences cost more than an Uber or a Lyft. So always plan ahead and never get behind the wheel intoxicated. Riding along in Jackson County, I'm Grace Ritz.
Since overcoming an alcohol addiction 3 years ago, Savannah Graves made it her mission to give back.
Now, what started as a simple Facebook post to help families during Christmas has grown into a yearly effort. Graves now collects donations for holidays such as Thanksgiving and Christmas, providing food, gifts, and hope to those in need.
Before I didn't focus on others. I didn't, I had an alcohol addiction, and I was very selfish. And so then I found God, and He said, "I saved you. Now you're gonna be my hands and feet, and you're gonna go help others."
Tomorrow we'll take a closer look at her story on Newswatch 12 at 5 and 6.